Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Shelly's Plant-Based Delights. I'm Chef Shelly, and this is Daily Nugget. Are you always tired, sluggish, just plain sleep deprived? Today we're going to discuss a very important topic. It's 10 p.m. Why are you still awake? If you guessed rest, you are correct. Today we are talking about rest. Why is rest so important? What is rest? Well, according to the Oxford Dictionary, rest is defined as to cease from work or movement in order to relax, to refresh oneself, or recover strength. There are various types of rest that could all fall into one of three categories. And these categories are recreation. And recreation is not what most of us think it is. Recreation is nothing more than exercising. Then you have the form of rest, which is sleep. And then we have spiritual rest, the Sabbath. Science has proven our bodies are designed to operate under a 7-week cycle, and we need 1 day to rest. According to the National Sleep Foundation, millions of people do not get enough sleep, and many suffer from a lack of sleep. In a survey conducted by the NSF from 1999 to 2004, it revealed that about 40 million Americans suffer from 70 different sleep disorders. That's a lot of people. And 60% of adults report having sleep problems a few nights a week or more. America, we have a problem. We're not going to sleep. 40% of adults experience daytime sleepiness severe enough to interfere with daily activities at least a few days each month. 69% of children, yes, that's right, I said children. Adults aren't the only ones that are sleep deprived. 69% of children experience one or more sleep problems a few nights or more during a week. Why are the children and the young people not sleeping? A study in the 2004 issue of Alcoholism, Clinical and Experimental Research suggests that young teenagers whose preschool sleep habits, now listen to that, they're talking about going all the way back to preschool. Their preschool sleep habits were poor, were more than twice as likely to use drugs, tobacco, or alcohol. And this is interesting because I read somewhere once where they said people who don't get enough sleep are in the same state as a person who's under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Okay, so they're also saying that the early sleep problems may be a marker for predicting later risks of early adolescent substance abuse. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends 9 to 12 hours of sleep per night for younger children and 8 to 10 hours for teens. But only 1 in 4, get that, 1 in 4 high school students report getting at least 8 hours per night. The APP recommends these guidelines for children and youth. And as I tell you what these guidelines are, think about it. Are your children getting the amount of sleep that they're supposed to get? And what about you? Are you getting enough sleep? So the guidelines say that children and youth under 1 year of age should get at least 12 to 16 hours of sleep. Those who are 1 to 2 years of age should get 11 to 14 hours of sleep. 3 to 5 years of age, they should get 10 to 13 hours of sleep. If you have children in the ages between 6 to 12 years of age, they should get 9 to 12 hours of sleep. And then those who are in the age range of 13 to 18 should get 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Poor sleeping habits can be developed by watching TV, especially while you're in bed, eating too much, eating too late, especially before those hours of going to bed. Then irregular sleep patterns such as sleeping too late and then taking usually longer naps during the day to compensate for a loss of sleep at night. Our brain tends also to need sleep. Not tends, our brains need sleep. The brain processes and consolidates memories while you sleep at night. And this is important because it helps children as well as adults to remember the important things in life. And this is the part that I discovered recently. And when I discovered this information, it just kind of like blew me away. Toxins are removed from our brain that build up during the hours that we are awake. And listen to this. Listen to what happens at night in order to get rid of these toxins that we build up all throughout the day. During the night, there are these grooves in our brains. And during the night when we're sleeping, these grooves open up and liquids are released into the brain that washes our brain, so to speak. But guess what? This can only happen before the hours of 12 p.m. And isn't this interesting? Since it said that we retain more information after the hours of 12 p.m. than we do before 12 p.m. While we sleep, new pathways in our brains are being formed, and this helps us to learn new things. Sleep is necessary for muscle growth and repair. Some growth hormones are secreted and synthesized while we sleep. Poor sleep can lead to health issues such as obesity. And what do we know about obesity in children? There's a serious childhood obesity epidemic in this country. And we also have adults that are obese, And you have to wonder why. Are we getting enough sleep? I mean, there's other factors that contribute to that issue, of course, but perhaps if we get enough sleep, it might help us in that area. Then we have high blood pressure, diabetes, and the list goes on to the amount of health issues and degenerative diseases that we can end up with just simply by not getting enough sleep. We are more susceptible to cold and flus due to a lack of sleep, especially now in this COVID situation we're in. We need our immune system to be healthy. We need our immune system to function properly. So having a good night's rest has its benefits. We can focus better. The ability to solve problems increases. We're much better in social interactions, and we're more creative. If you have children, aren't these things you want for your children? Get a good night's rest. Sleep. Thank you so much for joining Daily Nugget today. Remember, if you haven't done so already, please visit our YouTube channel and subscribe to Shelly's Plant-Based Delights Cooking School. Like and follow on Instagram as well as Facebook and learn all about our courses and other services we offer. Also, please consider becoming a sponsor of this podcast, as this helps keep this podcast going as well as supporting Shelly's Plant-Based Delights Cooking School and the programs that we offer, especially for the children and the youth. And send us a message if you would like to be featured on the show or if you would like to be interviewed. Tune in on Wednesday for culinary conversations and a chance to win a free gift. Until then, remember, make healthy choices for eternity.